Okay, so a lot of people struggle with sound selection and how to pick sounds when you're starting your track and working like that. So in today's cook-up, I want to kind of show you sometimes a method that I use to be able to know which sound to choose next or which sounds to actually choose over others. And it's a workflow that I found really helps me to kind of have a direction if I don't really know which sounds to pick next and that kind of thing. So my tempo is 120 BPM and I'm gonna start something housey. You know, we do house over here. This is a channel about house, and I'm gonna start with like a morphine like this, and I'm gonna go into keyboards, and I think I'm gonna use, let's see what I can use here. I think I can use this sound here. I think I like this sound. Okay, so now I have this morphine sound loaded up here. So what I can do is I can load up an EQ, and then I can look at the frequencies and kind of use the EQ to carve the frequencies of the sound. So I can see it's mostly busy around here, around 600 Hertz to 1300 Hertz. So I'm just gonna trim out and just high pass, like just use these shelves to just cut out the high frequencies and low frequencies, because I wanted to just focus right on that, on those mid frequencies. If I want to make it a little bit more, I can do that. So now if you don't know like what kind of sounds you want to add next, just think of it in frequencies. Like if you want to add other sounds, those sounds can maybe be concentrated here where this 5 is or where the 6 is, so that you fill in from these mid frequencies going up or going down. Then you just fill up your frequency spectrum of your track going that way, right? If I want to add another sound, I can just come here, and let's say if I go into Toxic Biohazard and go boom, and now what I can do is I could just copy these same chords here. Okay, so I kind of like this sound here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this sound. So when it comes to this second sound in Toxic Biohazard, I am going to throw on an EQ there. So I'm going to make sure that I shelf out all these other frequencies that I hear so that this sound doesn't clash with my original sound here. Something like this. So you don't want to shelve too much, like more than minus 12 dB. It's up to you. If you want to be a little bit more conservative about it, and if you don't want to really cut too much, you might just cut a little bit, like maybe around minus 6 dB, you know, just to let these other chords shine, and then that kind of thing. And if you want, you can also maybe just drop down the high frequencies as well a little bit, or altogether completely. I can even make it more narrower. Just like that. And then now I'm gonna go and pick up another sound. I'm gonna go into sour. Let's see what I can pick in sour here. I'm gonna go into maybe leads. I'm gonna throw in this lead sound here. Something like that. I'm just gonna record that. So I added a little bit of glide to this sound. Not too much, but just a little, just a touch of a little bit of glide. And what I can do is I can create an automation clip for the cutoff here, so the cutoff can build up a little bit. And I'm just gonna EQ high pass a lot of these frequencies like that. And I think I'll throw in another EQ right there, just to tame some of the high frequencies. Because I'm keeping in mind that I also want to add like some cymbals and hi-hats and stuff like that. So I don't want these sounds to add so much pressure into the high frequencies to the point where now, you know, my hats and all my cymbals and everything else won't have space. Let me try Poison. Let's see if Poison has really nice basses. No. This kind of sounds fire. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, I think that bass sounds good. So there's the notes. So I'm just gonna sort out the velocities. Let me delete that. That's not supposed to be there. I think I can throw in a note right there in the beginning to kind of see if we can make it slide. Okay, that last note, I think I can raise it up like that because it sounded a tad off key. So I can do this so it can be loopable like that. And then we can put that there. And now let's see if we can throw in a kick. And I'm just gonna come here and just create somewhere where we can drop in a kick. I think that kick will be nice. And I think I want to throw in like a more of a high-pitched kick. Okay, now let's see if we can throw in some loops just to create some nice vibe to it. So I'm gonna go into these deep house loops. Ooh, I like that. I like how that sounds. Okay, I think I like that shaker sound there. I'm gonna send it to a mixer track like that. And I'm gonna take out a lot of the high mids like that. And raise the high frequencies and just completely take out all the low frequencies. Okay, I found a sound that would work nicely. This sound here, I'm gonna record this sound. Okay, it sounds nice. Sometimes arpeggios can work to your advantage without actually like holding them for too long. Okay, now I'm thinking of adding a sound that is like more Afro, something that is, I don't know, just to add an Afro feeling to this, because I think I'm going in the Afro direction here. I didn't even think I was going to go in that direction, but I think that's where I'm going. So I'm going to go back into Morphine and see what I can throw in. And if I go into maybe percussions, a xylophone is as African as they come, right? Yeah, I think that would work. Something like that. But I would have to move these in the correct place. Ah, right there. I think that works best. So So I'm going to add some arrangement, and then we're going to go ahead and listen to the final track as it sounds, as it stands now. Make sure to drop this video a like and also subscribe if you're new so that we can check it out. But let's take a listen to it.